Hello there all. Well, old Blue Thunder, the Chinese chainsaw, finally giving up the ghost on me about 2 months ago. So my boss man, he upgraded me to this. It's a little dirty, I've been running for about 2 months now. No freaking issues whatsoever. It is an Echo CS 7310 PW. Echo came out with a commercial line of chainsaws, and this happens to be the biggest CC chainsaw you can get. It's a 73.5 chainsaw, so it's comparable to the 461, which actually it really is comparable to the 461, and a little like the 462. It has a couple features that are almost husky-ish, like the switch and stuff, but so far it's been a freaking pretty good saw. I think it's the PW, they call it the PW because it actually is a full wrap chainsaw. Because sometimes we'll be up falling lift trees on some stupid hillside where you have to have that wrap, you know, because you never know how you have to stand when you're on a freaking cliff face. But I figured I'd do a video on it, kind of tell you what I thought about it so far. Haven't had, like I said, any issues with it. No pull rope ripping off or nothing rattling apart or anything like that. You know, these newer saws are this anti-vibration, you know, a little flimsy, which you can't get a good old hard mounted saw like the old 44, which, you know, I swear by those old 44s, the 044 or the 440. They are just freaking top of the line, great freaking saws, but they stopped making them, well, 10 years ago or something like that. But if you can get your hands on one of those that are in good shape, I definitely recommend them. Great on fuel, just a good all-around saw. I can pull a 32 bar, pretty dang good. I'll fire this old grill up. Switch, choke, it starts a lot like a stihl. You know, you pull the choke and freaking push the choke back in. Sounds a little throatier than the 461, kind of has more of a bottom and kind of lope to it than the wrap. As you can tell, it has no problem with this. This is actually a red cedar log, it looks like. Yep. Packing it up. What I think is pretty neat about this saw, which I got to run a 462, which those 462s are actually pretty sweet freaking saws too. But the thing is, my boss, he bought one of them and he couldn't get another one, and we needed 2 more chainsaws. So I was telling him, because when I bought my 461, which I have for a personal saw, I was looking at these 7310s. They were just coming out, but they're really hard to find. And I could not find one with a full wrap. And so I ended up getting the 461, which I'm glad I did. That 461 is a freaking great saw. But that's my personal, you know, I need one to pack in the back of my crummy and take to work with me. You know, because I work with guys, you know, brush guys that sometimes, whatever, they need a power saw right offhand, and I can, you know, let them use mine. And so it does get beat up a little bit, and right in the back of the pickup. So I don't necessarily want to take my personal saw that I spent, you know, my money on to go make money for my boss. I would if I absolutely had to, but at the same time, he doesn't necessarily want me to do that anyway. You know, he'd rather, you know, me use something from the company to do work for the company. But another feature I think is super neat about this saw here is, if I can get my freaking bar wrench in there. Which this right here, this is actually similar to the 462. It has this kind of a similar air filter setup. But yeah, it comes through these channels. It actually sucks the heat off the motor, and this air filter, it's got this channel system, which you got to be careful with these. They like to fall out, which I don't like. That's not a good thing. So you got to keep an eye on these. Make sure you don't lose your freaking tabs when you take that off. Always set her top down. But yeah, I have not cleaned this filter yet, and as you look at it, there's nothing in there. It's a really good filtration system. Super cool. I like that. Which that 462 is kind of similar to this, but this has these little channels where you can open this up, get a little bit more air, I guess. I'm not sure. You flip that around, and which I already did. Just whatever. You're gonna give me some more air, I'm gonna take it. Give me a little more. Wah, wah. But super neat. Sucks from the side here and then channels through there into the filter system around, so you don't get your filter all jammed up. Which a lot of the death of power saws is, you know, failure to keep your filter clean. Because if the saw runs harder, it's going to run hotter, and heat is not good for a two-stroke. Because obviously it doesn't have a freaking radiator or anything like that to keep it cool. And all right, there she is. Another thing I really do like about this chainsaw too is it's got these bar nuts. You take these bar nuts off. I guess I won't take them all the way off, but they stay with the plate there. They're on the stud, so they're actually captive bar nuts, which most of you, if you've, you know, messed around with chainsaws and stuff, you always end up losing them dang bar nuts. So rattle loose or something like that, and then you got to just tighten that one down super tight to get you through the rest of the day, and until you can get another one. But these freaking bar nuts will last just as long as this side cover lasts. And yeah, so I just wanted to do a video, show you guys my new saw, Echo 7310. So far, the 2 months that I've had it, maybe 3 months. I probably had it 3 months. I don't use chainsaws a lot, which I've talked about in that Blue Thunder video, the old Chinesium saw. You know, because I am a shovel operator. I just keep it in my doghouse, take it out if I'm in big timber and I need to buck stuff in order to get it up to the landing. I'll throw my power saw in my doghouse, take it with me. And I have to have a power saw with me at all times going to work, because I got to cut trees out of the road, and in winter time, snow and all that stuff, you never know what you're going to come across at 4 o'clock in the morning as you're heading up the hill. So I have to have a power saw with me. And I'm pretty glad I got this Echo, because I'm kind of a Toyota guy. I mean, my driveway, I've got nothing but Toyotas and Ford diesels. So this being made in Japan, I know things from Japan actually have a really good reliability. So I'm actually pretty excited about this Echo. And like I said, I was actually looking at one of these before I purchased my 461. And the only reason why I got the 461 is because of the full wrap. But seeing that we ended up finding these, which I think my boss actually paid $900 for the power head. You know, so I mean, it's 461. I think I paid, I think brand new, they're $1,200. So I mean, you save a few $100. It's got Japanese reliability, you know, and you don't have to worry about supporting China. So, you know, I just kind of wanted to do a quick video, show you guys my freaking opinion on the Echo 7310. And if you guys are looking at chainsaws, you know, don't be scared to give this a try. It's been a pretty good dang saw for me, and I've always liked the little smaller Echoes, just for in the pickup. You know, you throw it in your toolbox when you're cruising up in the hills, four-wheeling and stuff like that. It's good to have, you know, to where those little Poulans, those are, I'm kind of on the fence about the Poulan. I don't know, they have such a bad rap, but every one that I've had actually has been a decent little freaking saw there. So I can't talk too much crap about the old Poulan. But once I did have problems with my Poulan, which it actually ended up only being the spark plug fouled up, and sitting there pulling on it on a wheeling trip, and finally I was just like, you know, screw it, I'm gonna get a new power saw. I got a little Echo, and that little thing never gave me any problems at all. I ended up giving it to my buddy's dad because his power saw took a crap, and they actually burned firewood, and he really needed a power saw, and it only cost me $230 or something. I forgot the numbers of it. It's just a little guy with like an 18-inch bar, but I think he's still using it to this day. Great little saws. So, you know, hearing they came out with a commercial line, I was all for giving it a try, and I'm pretty excited about it. So yeah, don't be scared to give Echo a try. 7310 commercial line, 73cc, a little cheaper than the big guys. So thanks for watching. Stay awesome.